Hey guys, this is Regan with Regan. As some of y'all know, probably most by now, I have been lucky enough to virtually attend our Vidcon conference. So over the next few days, I will be breaking down my notes from to Thursday to Sunday in video format. Now the conference ended on Sunday, but because we were busy doing family friend wedding things and visiting my grandparents, I am just now getting around to finishing up the conference for myself. So as I get the notes sectioned out and typed up, I will be filming the content as live as I can get it to you guys. So please be patient with me as I film each and every section on its own. I will probably go in tens, so it's gonna take a couple weeks to figure this out. But I did learn a lot, and I can't wait to show you guys the amount of growth that I learned through this weekend. So please stay tuned for that, and let's get started. Also, a heads up, I have typed multiple pages of notes over this weekend, so again, please be patient, and thank you all very much for your support. The first thing I learned at Vidcon 2022, number one, is to make true connections with my audience. So, I'm not sure about you guys, but I think I've remained pretty authentic over the last couple years. But that is very important to do, is to make true established connections with your audience. And I hope that I continue to do that over the next few years. And if I don't, y'all can kindly remind me to do so in the comments. But that's one of the things that I've tried to remind even myself to do, is when I get caught up in doing certain content, I try to remain true to why I started YouTube in the first place, and that is to bring positivity to those who don't know where it is in their own slice of whatever they're dealing with is. So that's one of the very first things that I learned in my notes. The second thing that I learned this weekend is don't fail to capture value, which means if you found my video for a specific reason, whether it be my transfer video or a specific interview with my sister Becca, that is because that is the subject that we decided to film that week. And so that means for me to not derail into hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. We have painters coming to paint the interior of the main house, and Sophie so lovingly interrupted me. Anyway, so as we talked about in the previous clip, the second thing I learned is to don't fail to capture value. Meaning, if you clicked on a specific video for a specific reason, like my sister and I doing the carpool karaoke silly interview video, or the makeup video, or whatever video you clicked on my channel for, there is a reason that we filmed that video, and I tried to stay true to that specific content, and so I try not to derail from the specific reason why we filmed that video. The third thing is to become an expert in your niche. So, since mine is cerebral palsy and learning to live my life on a weekly basis with a little bit of positivity sprinkled in, I feel that over the last almost 8 years, with a giant learning curve, mind you, that I have been able to teach each and every one of y'all, again, depending on the video you clicked, how to transfer with confidence, and also how to live your life as positively as possible, no matter what situation you or your family are in the current moment. The fourth thing is to be able to connect with the consumer. Meaning, since y'all watch my videos on a weekly basis, in whatever duration you choose, it's my job as the creator of my own show to be able to connect with y'all on a certain level, whether that be a teaching level, or a comedy level, or a serious note level, whatever level that is. It's to be able to connect with y'all wherever you're at, and I thought that was pretty important to be able to remember on a constant basis. The fifth thing I learned, and probably the last, because we're going to be doing a lot of videos on this Vidcon conference. Yes, I did just make an executive decision to do it in 5s so that you guys wouldn't get bored. So here we are with the last bit of content for this week. Anyway, the fifth thing I learned is to always be, quote unquote, door knocking to expand your audience, which means however many, of course my financial family friends will understand this, however many contacts you have, it doesn't matter if it's thousands or millions or whatever number you're at. Whatever number you're at should always be uncomfortable. You should always be expanding your audience. So, for me, that's 1,000 plus. My next big goal, should I say, is to be at 2,000 subscribers. I'm not sure by what date at this moment, but that's my next big, giant goal, is to always be expanding my audience. So, in terms of numbers, that is my next giant goal, which is 2,000 subscribers. I hope to hit that by 2023 at some point, so that's my next giant goal for the moment. I hope you enjoyed this section of our first few notes of VidCon, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. And always remember that the greatest compliment that y'all can give me is a referral. That means that if you see someone who needs happiness or positivity in their day, then please feel free to send them my link, and I will be happy to help them in any way possible within reason. Also, side note, if you enjoyed this episode and would like to leave a tip or a donation down below, please feel free to do so at www.buymeacoffee.com/GoRegan, where all tips, proceeds, and donations will go back directly towards the channel itself, and as always are greatly appreciated. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next video.